Just a first-level newcomer. Neither the Blood Moon nor the global power can defeat it. Just because he has been reincarnated on this day. Over a period of 3,000 years. He keeps saving his companions this day. He appeared in front of his companions as usual. As usual. Considered a first-level newcomer. Locked in a shield and protected by his companions. Because they would rather die first. I also need to protect this new person I don't know. But soon they were in crisis. Release now. Just a moment. Lu Feng grabbed Luoxia from the monster's hand. I saw him flinging out the long sword lightly. But he easily chopped off the monster's head. I lost this guy in seconds. Is he really a first-level newbie? Not now. Lu Feng then quickly cleared away the monster group. At the same time, ask your companions to quickly follow you and evacuate. Because he knew there would be thousands more monster bodies soon. Upon seeing this, everyone quickly followed Lu Feng and evacuated. Because the contrast between Lu Feng's level and strength is too great. Luoxu asked in confusion, are you really a newcomer? How come you know everything? Of course I know everything. Because I have been trapped in this world for 3,000 years. Hear the words. Luoxu was speechless. Lu Zone continued to explain, to be precise. I'm stuck in this day for 3,000 years. Until 6 o'clock tomorrow. I will come back to you all. The moment I was transported into this shadow event. But Lu Shui still doesn't believe it. Because if so, there is no need for Lu Feng to care whether they live or die. But Lu Feng told him. That's because in the past 3,000 years of reincarnation, he has protected himself time and time again. And then die for yourself again and again. So no matter how many times we reincarnate, he will send him away safely again and again. This means Tao Tao and Luo Shui are closely related. But he still doesn't believe it. Just think that Lu Feng is a Sea King. But Tao Tao believes it. I'm just curious about Lu Feng's 3,000 years of non-stop fighting. Isn't it boring? Indeed. So he has studied the Shadow World system for 3,000 years. All professional skills. Hidden element. To all the awakened people in this world. Gather information about other Shadow Worlds. This feels like a second system in Shadow World. Falling snow is even more unfortunate. Soon everyone arrived at their destination. Lu Feng asked them to keep moving forward in the direction of his fingers. Do not look back. And he has other things to deal with. Somewhere in ruins. But the more monsters you kill, the more monsters you kill. He's out of ammunition. Just when he thought he was going to confess here. Misplaced fan. I stopped the light and took the elevator down to the 13th floor. The safe in 1302 has the ammunition you need. Password 0014 and then push him into the elevator. Just press the floor. Because we are companions. After all, 30 years have passed. At the same time, Luoxu and the others are following the route given by Lu Feng. Escaped to a tunnel. The terrain here is narrow. Soon everyone will be caught in a trap. But they have no choice. You can only trust Lu Feng. Sure enough. The next moment Lu Feng appeared in front of everyone. Keep moving forward. Leave it to me here. Then he took out a lighter. At this time, the hordes of monsters have been pushed into the depths. Lu Feng just calmly lit the lighter. From next moment. Fall and hear the sound and look back. Suddenly Lu Feng appeared in his sight. Don't look back. Run and watch. Everyone is about to be hit by the explosion. But the explosion range is Lu Feng. After calculation, he makes everyone not nervous. All monsters have been destroyed. The tunnel is also blocked. Next he will take everyone to a safe place. Soon everyone arrived at their destination. Got here. Everyone will be safe. But everyone still doesn't believe that he has been reincarnated for 3,000 years. Except for running away. He curiously asked Lu Feng. Except for these 3,000 years. What else did he do to get into a fight? In fact, in 3,000 years. To kill time. Except fighting. He also learned to fly a plane. So I often fly around in the sky. He is also very good at programming. Surgery is no problem. He can even play chess. And every item has reached expert level. And hundreds of people in this shadow world. He knows almost everyone. I also learned a lot of people's secrets. But there are only 7 companions who have been with him through life and death. They are 4 of them. So Lu Feng, before his next reincarnation, make sure they are delivered safely. So he hacked into the city's power system. Restart the suspended cable car. So 4 people can take the cable car to safety. At the same time, an amusement park in the shadow world. The final boss, a giant, is wreaking havoc. Although the army and most of the awakened people are gathered here, the situation is already one-sided. Everyone is in despair. Old Eyes. He was once again regarded as a first-level cute rookie. Tell him not to cause trouble. However, he just left the sentence, "I am here to end the game." Then he walked straight towards the side. Hands were already coming towards him from afar. Lifting the long sword in his hand lightly. The boss on the side was sighing that the newcomer was going to die. Confirmed that Lu Feng cut off the boss's finger. Everyone was shocked. The reason why this can be done easily. It's because of 3,000 reincarnations. Let Lu Feng know the opponent's weaknesses well. Even after being injured, you will enter the second form. He also knows very well. Know his attack path well. Even such intensive attacks. He can also dodge easily. And he has seen that the boss's third form will release countless vacuum blades. By then everyone will be wiped out. So we can't let him enter the third form. The most painful state. The control center will be exposed. The Melon Eaters were shocked. The level 5 newcomer actually brutally beat the resolute giant. At this time, a light ball appeared where the boss disappeared. Lu Feng also gained experience points by killing the boss. Reached level 9. And the ball of light. It's a machine that can hatch a resolute giant. There is only a 1/100,000 chance of falling. But for Lu Feng, it can only be wasted again. At the same time, the broadcast sounds and the mission is over. All awakened ones will teleport away after 1 minute. 4 companions rescued by Lu Feng. And have a panoramic view of it all. But besides running away, they still don't believe it. Lu Feng reincarnated here for 3,000 years. But no matter what, just return to reality and you'll know. If I don't meet him again. That's true. At this time, Lu Feng, already waiting for the next reincarnation to come. I said goodbye with a hint of reluctance. My companions, I'm going to start my next reincarnation. But when he opened his eyes again, but found that I was in my own room in reality. Time November 12th, 2065, 3:23. He suddenly ran to the window, yelling back. I'm finally back. Endless reincarnation and never-ending battle. Finally over. After coming out of Black Market City, his rank was retained. And that resolute giant's mechanical wheel. This thing can hatch a resolute giant. Although the incubation conditions are not specified. But in Lu Feng's 3,000-year reincarnation, he has at least 7 ways to hatch. Then his sister broke in. Because Lu Feng appeared directly in the room. My sister thought there was a burglar in the house. Because he has been out of touch for a whole day. My sister almost hugged me tightly. Not seen for 3,000 years. Lu Feng hugged his sister excitedly. I miss you so much. 3,000 years of endless lovesickness. But I can't fix my sister anymore. Push her away. Let's talk about being fierce and being fierce. You were missing for a whole day. Give me an explanation. Lu Feng broke into a cold sweat. An excuse to go to work. The phone just ran out of battery. Then quickly change the subject and don't be angry. Wait until the salary is paid. I'll give you the all-purpose repair cat you want. Sister Vinian is very happy. I'm going to cook a delicious meal for Lu Feng later. In fact, my sister's leg was caused by a car accident. My parents also lost their lives in that car accident. From then on, the 2 brothers and sisters have always depended on each other. From then on, Lu Feng vowed to help his sister stand up again. So he said to his sister Yao Yao. When I was working, I deliberately learned to do surgery. I'm going to operate on your feet myself in a while. Go away and send me my filial piety. At this time, the sound from the TV attracted Lu Feng. Because news related to the awakened people is being played inside. It reminded him of the sorrow of the awakened. They have extraordinary powers and various professions. But still can't control one's own destiny. Normally awakened, you can actively choose to venture into the shadow world. But every once in a while, they will be forced teleported to some dangerous unknown world. Legend. Only when the god-level shadow world is successfully challenged, all shadow worlds will disappear. But people fell for his scam. Number 1. Austin, the president of ARC, the Awakened organization. He is the most powerful awakened person in the world today. Cleared countless shadow events. He said that one day he would liberate all awakened people. However, it's just a joke. His true face is the devil. In a reincarnation. Seriously injured, in order to survive, he swallowed all the awakened ones and silenced all the living people, including Lu Feng. His real purpose, in fact, as an awakened person, control the entire real world for the only god. So Lu Feng is growing. You must stay away from him before you get up. The first thing he had to do was create a union. Invite all 7 of your friends in. Because, based on a scholar he met in the shadow world, teach him formula calculations. The next forced teleportation to the shadow world will be a catastrophic set. He wants to save all his companions. Soon Awakened Service Center. Austin's speech is playing on the big screen. The Ark in the minds of the awakened have a decisive position. They even think that no one should create a union anymore, because taking refuge in the Ark is the right way. At this time, Lu Feng. Procedures for establishing a trade union are in progress. Plus he's only level 9. Naturally, I received cynicism from the awakened people on the side. Members also confirmed again and again. Only then asked him to submit an items as evidence. It will be returned to him 1 week after the creation is successful. Lu Feng directly took out the resolute giant exploding mechanical wheel. Surprise everyone. This is an item that I love to kill. Lu Feng warned. Remember to store it in a sub-zero space. He gave it to the teller. The teller completed the procedures for him. He needs to find 3 people to join the guild within 36 hours. Otherwise the registration will fail and the collateral will be lost. Lu Feng sent it directly to 7 partners in bulk. Even if I try my best, he'll let them join in too. Long Mu saw falling snow in the center. After seeing the information, I was sure that Lu Feng was a liar. Just click reject. Yang, who was reprimanding his subordinates, heard the beep on his cell phone. I saw it was Lu Feng's invitation to join the club. Just say boring. Also clicked reject. Zhao Haishan here. He is currently on an escort mission. When I saw the message, I thought it was a scam text message. I also clicked reject directly. And always believed in his escape. Received his text message in reality. I also thought he was a liar. Without any choice. Lu Feng had no choice but to do it yourself. Get at least 3 people together first. In an alley, there is a group of gangsters cheering. Because they just won a group fight. Their eldest sister is stepping on the leader of the other party. Show off one's strength. Although my little brothers are all street gangsters. But don't allow anyone to bully you. But the bullet stopped in front of the downward pressure. I saw him making a gesture of pushing forward. The bullet changed direction in midair. Then he aimed at the other party. Result. The man just floated out of thin air. A flick of the bare arm. The man hit the wall directly. Resolved the opponent's pressure. Looking proud. At this time Lu Feng also came over. Said straightforwardly. I'm here to invite you to join the Dawn Guild. Wen Yanxiaya smiled. A level 9 newcomer. I can't even think of something as crazy as creating a guild. Boy. Just go crazy. I won't play with you. The younger brother also echoed. Newcomers to level 9. Aren't they just like ordinary people? I want to get my eldest sister to join my gang. Prove your strength first. I saw that Lu Feng was slightly deliberate. Throw a basic skill straight punch. He actually flew all the gangsters away. Xia Yajin's bubblegum was stained. He didn't even think about it. Basic skills for newbies. How could there be such a big chaos? But Lu Feng told him. Even the simplest skills, if you adjust the angle, direction and force speed, can also cause powerful destructive effects. Venian's downward pressure is not only activated at night, but they, Lu Feng, didn't touch even a hair on their head. In an instant, his neck was cut by Lu Feng's sword hilt. But Xia Ya still refuses to accept it. I think it was a sneak attack by Lu Feng. Upon hearing this, Lu Feng immediately threw away his sword. He is better at telekinesis than him. Whoever knocks over more cans with his telekinesis wins. Who loses by betting on joining each other's organizations? Just make it small for the other party. By Xiaoxian. At first, I saw him aiming at the Qin very seriously. At the next moment, activate the explosion of telekinesis. The 5 cans in front of me quickly flew up. Seeing this, the younger brother was so excited that he thought he would definitely win. He even said proudly, "Uncle, don't be stunned. Are you prepared not to think this way?" But Lu Feng just closed his eyes. But open it instantly. Basic skills. Psychiatric intervention launches. In an instant, all the jars on the field were penetrated. All the smart boys were stunned. Xia Ya also looked in disbelief. How can basic skills be so terrifying? But, as the big sister to the spirited boys, he still does what he says. He simply joined Lu Feng's guild. And Lu Feng also promised. Make him the queen of superpowers. Then leave a welcome to join. At dawn, he left on his own. Back home. Lu Feng then discovered that Yao Yao was not at home. It turns out that I went to work in a store. Lu Feng couldn't help but sigh when he saw the note. My sister is too sensible. Are eating. Suddenly a notification sound came from the phone. Open it and take a look. It turns out that the union has added a new member. The other party is still a killer. I'm just working in a maid shop right now. Seeing Lu Feng mention his identity, he replied that he knew too much information. Not a good thing for you. Please try not to contact me at ordinary times. But Lu Feng still replied that it was raining. I won't let you wallow in the dark world for too long. We'll definitely bring you back to the light. Looked at the time. There are only 4 hours left until the end. There are currently 2 talents responding. But Lu Feng already has a candidate in mind. In a community. It was raining heavily at this time. A teenager is curled up lying on the ground, surrounded by 3 gangster-looking people. This guy is so stupid. He won't resist every time I'm robbed. I saw his classmates bullying him. He also accepted everything. But what they don't know is, the boy is awakening. Or he has been patient. Afraid of my own powers exploding. But no matter how hard I try, there was still a sense of panic emanating from him. Terrifying energy. The next moment, a ferocious-looking 3-tailed giant beast appeared. Emerged from his body, swallowing a gangster in an instant. Like a mindless beast, it kills everyone on sight. Wanton destruction in the streets. But the young man had nothing to do with him. I can only lie on the ground and blame myself. Seeing that the losses caused by wild foxes are increasing. But no one dared to stop him. At this time, Lu Feng appeared. But he didn't dare to be tough. He can only use his flexible body skills to drag down the cover. Because the cover is strong. If it weren't for thousands of reincarnations, Lu Feng has been using him to practice. He is in trouble. He will become more and more violent. If not dealt with as soon as possible, the consequences could be disastrous. So Lu Feng gave up and continued the fight. Lead him away directly. Run straight to you. Say something and pick him up immediately. Claws reaching directly for cover. In an instant, Li Shijun's body felt like a black hole. Keep inhaling the eyes. A moment later, disappeared in front of 2 people. Why did Lu Feng dare to do this? It's because he knows that Warcraft is Li Shijun himself. But Lu Shijun has always been kept in the dark. Knowing the truth, he felt inexplicably disappointed. But what he doesn't know is, he is the only extraordinary awakened person among all, possessing extremely terrifying talents. Only, he hasn't learned how to control his power yet. One careless move could destroy the entire city. And he is also one of Lu Feng's companions. So Lu Feng invited him to join Breaking Dawn. He will teach Li Shijun how to control his power. Soon after the rainy incident outside the entrance, a team is recruiting. Team. Only 2 people are needed to start the train. Sudden. Lu Feng's deep affection for the team appeared before the captain's eyes. He came here with a bald head that was pressed down. It took him a long time to refuse. Only accept Xia to join. But Xia Ya said this is my boss. Don't let him in. I won't even enter. Wen Yan Bald had no choice but to agree that the 2 of them would join together. I was originally going to take Shijun with me. But that child needs extra lessons. Just give up. Anyway, Char, the gangster leader, can't understand it. It's almost the end of the world. Why are there still people taking extra classes? But he wasn't bothered. But Lu Feng. Why the rush to get them 7 companions? I'll join the guild. He's quite curious. Lu Feng explained. Because the next forced teleportation will be during the catastrophic period. Join a guild. Only then will everyone enter the same shadow world. But Xia Ya is still confused. Boss, you are only level 9. You can't even protect yourself from disasters. How is it possible to protect 7 people at the same time? You will know soon. After a short period of repairs, people began to enter the shadow world. This is an Earth-level shadow world. Gray ice field. As soon as everyone comes in, I felt a biting chill. And no one has been. Although there is only D level here. But a rare shadow world. This is a beautiful butterfly carved out of ice crystals. Slowly flying towards a girl. When a girl's hand touches her, it was instantly frozen into ice cubes. Immediately the whole palm was broken. The girl screamed in pain. Everyone was surprised and shocked. The next moment, swarms of ice butterflies gathered towards everyone. Newly formed team. It only took a moment to cause heavy casualties. Lu Feng reminded that this is Yudi Basin. They come against the heat. You continue to stay here. Soon we will see the butterfly sea. After hearing this, everyone hurriedly fled. Xia saw that Lu Feng did not withdraw. I thought there was a treasure here. Scare those people away just to eat alone. But Lu Feng replied that it is your treasure. It turns out that Lu Feng brought him here. It's to give him telekinesis. Special training, you can only attack with telekinesis bullets. And every mental bullet can only attack one butterfly. This stumped Xia. The smallest telekinesis bomb is about the size of an egg. And these butterflies are all gathered together. Attacking one at a time is more difficult than becoming an immortal. If you haven't seen it with your own eyes. He never imagined that a novice's skills could be so good. Lu Feng continued. The first thing you have to do is compress the power panel to your level. It can be compressed to the size of a grain of rice. In compressions, your control over your mind will also become stronger. The second thing you have to do, it is to control the trajectory of the telekinesis projectile. Speed, angle, and intensity are indispensable. This is quite difficult for Xia. Such a cold weather forced him to hold back beads of sweat. Despite this, even though I was careful, I still shot 2 ice enemies at the same time. Seeing this, Lu Feng went on to add something. Correct. In the first wave of training you only need to kill 2,000 ice enemies. For every accidentally killed one, 2 more will be added. So now you need to kill 2,001. After saying that, he jumped into the tree. Take a rest by yourself. Leaving Char to struggle alone.